Hi guys, welcome to Daily Tips with Monica. I appreciate you guys for coming on to the premiere. Make sure you guys are thumbsing up the premiere. If you want to share me out, share me out. I appreciate all the love and the support you guys give us. Um, Today, what the title will be about today is so, guys, what we're going to talk about today is what are we going to talk about today is tips on not making excuses and complete your journey. Um, like I said, I appreciate you guys for coming. Make sure you thumbs up the live stream, mean the premiere. If you want to share me out, share me out. I appreciate you guys for coming, and we're going to go ahead and get into the devotion. Um, what the devotion is today, it says, what do you want the Lord to do for you? What do you want me to do for you? He said, Lord, that I may receive my sight. Luke 18:41. Is there something in your life that not only disturbs you but makes you a disturbance to others? If so, it's always something you cannot handle yourself. Then those who went before warned him that he should be quiet, but he cried out all the more. 18:39. I guess that is Luke 18:39. Be persistent with your disturbance until you get face to face with the Lord himself. Don't defy common sense. To sit calmly by instead of creating disturbance serves only to defy our common sense. When Jesus asked what we want him to do for us about the incredible problem that is confronting us, remember that he doesn't work in common sense ways, but only in supernatural ways. Look at how we live with the Lord by only remember what we have allowed him to do for us in the past. We say, I always failed there and I always will. Consequently, we don't ask for what we want. Instead, we think it is ridiculous to ask God to do this. If it is an impossibility, it is the very thing for which we have to ask. If it is not an impossible thing, it is not a real disturbance, and God will do what is absolutely impossible. This man received his sight, but the most impossible thing for you to do is to be so closely identified with the Lord that there is literally nothing of your old life remaining. God will do it for you. Will ask him. God will do it if you will ask him. But you have to come to the point of believing him to be the Almighty. We find faith by not only believing what Jesus says, but even more by trusting Jesus himself. If we only look at what he says, he will never believe. Once we see Jesus, the impossible things he does in our lives become as natural as breathing. The agony we suffer is only the result of the deliberate shallowness of our own heart. We won't believe, we won't let go by serving the line that secures the boat to the shore. We prefer to worry. So guys, what is this is saying is, what do you want God to do for you? Do you want God to, are you going through something in life that you're going to need, it's going to be the supernatural act of God to help you through it? If you want God to um, heal you from an addiction, I mean, deliver you from an addiction, do you want God to deliver you from um, alcohol abuse? Do you want God to deliver you from crack addiction? Do you want God to deliver you from um, having hatred in your heart? Do you want God to heal your body? You're going through cancer right now, and um, they tell you that the doctor said it's not looking good for you, but saying that God is a good God, and God, He can heal your body. He has that supernatural power. So if there's something that you want God to do for you, get down on your knees and pray and ask God to um, to do those things. Like you said, many times we act on our own will. And I'm talking about myself, like I'm not a perfect person. And sometimes, if you want God to move in your life, you got to get down on your knees and pray and ask God to move some things, move some obstacles, move things, that can help you improve your life. But you got to give it all to Him. We cannot worry. We cannot worry. Why have faith if you're going to worry? Why have faith if you're going to worry? Then they say, cast all your cares up on Him. So cast all your cares to God. And know that He has that almighty supernatural power. How many times have we heard about people, the doctor said that they were gone and they just rose back up again. They still God healed them. God brought them back. How many times have you seen people be in situations like that? If it wasn't for God on your side, where would I be? Think about it. That song, if you ever heard that song, if it had not been for the Lord on my side, tell me where would I be? Where would I be? So, without the Lord on your side, you'll be lost. I'm telling you, it'll be a lot of us lost if we didn't have God on our side. It'll be a lot of us in pain and in misery if it had be dead, if it wasn't for the Lord on our side. So cast all your cares to God and know that He has that almighty supernatural power and He can do anything but fail. That's what we know. God never fails us. We fail God. Give it here. Go sit down then. But um we just have to know that we have a good God. Excuse that interruption. Um um but we go sit down. Go sit down. So we have that supernatural power, guys. God has that supernatural power, and we have to cast all our cares to Him, no matter what. I understand that sometimes we worry so much. We do. We worry about things that are out of our control. But what God's saying is, if you want me to move some mountains out your way, you got to give it to me. So, if you want God to move some mountains, me myself, I'm praying for God to move some mountains in my life. I'm still like I said, I'm not perfect, and I'm not claiming to be perfect. I still have work to do. And see, I can admit that I need work. I can admit that I'm not a perfect person, and that I strive every day to be better. Even though sometimes I do come out of character, I do. But then I think about it. Some things I ain't worth getting out of character about. So sometimes I got to check myself, and sometimes people have to tell me, Monica, you know, sometimes it you don't have to get offended. Sometimes you don't have to say nothing, just go head on. And see, sometimes it's hard for me to do that, but I'm asking God to help me with that because when I get offended, I get offended. But I'm trying to work on just letting it be what it gonna be. All right, guys. So, um, what we're talking about is today. Thank you guys for coming to the premiere. I hope you guys got something out of that devotion. Um, What we're talking about today is tips on making excuses and complete your journey. Why do we make excuses when we are faced with challenges in our life? The answer is going to depend on your personal situation and the challenges that you're feeling, that you are facing. Sometimes we come with an excuse in our head to maintain our comfort, or we sometimes make an excuse to someone because we cannot say no. Here are some tips on why we make excuses throughout our lives. The first thing is fear. When we experience the feeling of fear, it keeps us inside of our comfort zone, and it causes us to not want to go out into the unknown to better ourselves. However, fear is greatly misunderstood. People are often afraid of things because they don't or won't understand them and lacking the information they need. But the more you educate yourself about the process, it will be the easier to overcome your fear. It don't matter what kind of obstacles that come in your way. Just know that someone in this world has been through the same thing. What you have to do is ask them, how did they overcome? Always remember, knowledge is power. Just allow me to move on. So, fear. So, the issue with why we make an excuse is because of fear. We're fearful and we're scared to get out of our comfort zone. So we just allow ourselves to be stuck in that situation. But know that there are people in this world that has been through the same things that you have been through, and they may have the knowledge to help you through the situation. You just cannot sit up here and be scared to move on and to better yourself. Don't be afraid to better yourself. Stop making excuses because you're scared. Stop making excuses about why you don't want to look for a better paying job. I'm telling myself that. Um why stop making excuses why you you can't get you a house. Stop making excuses why you can't you can't be that person that your children need because you're fearful of what someone else said is going to say, or fearful of serving God because you might think someone saying, hey, she fake, she don't love God. Stop being in fear. Stand strong. Knowledge is power. And just know that, no matter what, you know, some things you may not know all the information or know all the you don't have may not have all the education about it, but you know about it. But someone can teach you something. Always keep your mind open to learning, doing different things. Because, like I said, knowledge is power. So don't fear. Don't start if you don't be fearful. Stop making excuses because you're scared. We all are scared of things, but if it could change your life, why not do it? Why not do it? If it can change your life. Like, stop making excuses that, why you can't put out videos to do your YouTube channel. Stop making excuses. There's so many people that have so many great talents in this world, guys. But because of fear, they fear that they're not going to be successful at it. That, no, they're fearful that it will not be, their singing career will not be successful. So they don't do it at all, and they just go work a 9 to 5 or a 7 to 4 or a 9 to 5 or work in a factory somewhere. And when they don't have to do that, because guess what? They have the talent. They're just scared of what other people may say. They're scared of because of fear. Um, the second thing is we're scared of failure. Failure is something that you cannot avoid. It is impossible that at some point in your life that you will fail at some things. This is just a part of life. When you are trying something new or making a risk, it is a chance that you will fail. It is important to remember that you will not lose everything when you fail. What it means is things are not going the way we hope for them to go, but remain flexible to get back on track. One way to help yourself overcome the fear of failure is to embrace the idea that mistakes and failure is actually a good thing. So don't be scared of failure. Know that um, you may fail, but like they say, when I when you fall, get back up and try it again. Like that song say, when we fall down, we get up. So when you fall down, get back up and try it again. You may have to change some things, but try it again. Don't be scared to fail. That's natural in life. Please believe me, it's a lot of things in life that we have tried and failed. This is not like I told y'all before, this is not my first time on trying to do a YouTube channel. But see, at that time when I was trying to do it, I wasn't I wasn't really motivated, and I really was just doing it just to be doing something, and I really wasn't putting a lot of effort. So, hey, I failed, and I never thought about it again. But something told me this year to go ahead and step out on faith. And yes, I was scared of failure. I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna get no subscribers. But guess what? I am at almost 1,100 subscribers. And I thank each and every one of you guys that has subscribed to my channels and be watching my videos and giving me and my children support. It touches my soul. It touches my soul. So never be scared of failure. Never be if you have to do it again and try it over, it's okay. It's okay that you failed. But rise back up. Don't dwell on it. Open your heart to know that you may fail at it, but I can rise again and be successful. So never be scared to fail. It's a natural part of life. It is. It's something that is going to happen once or twice or three, 4 times, and we're gonna fail at something. But what do you do with your failures? It will matter. What you do with your failures is what matters. Do you try to fix them? Or do you just dwell on them and do nothing about it? Or you just move on and find something else to do? So you have to learn how to embrace that idea that, you know, mistakes and failures do happen. But it teaches you something, and it also helps you to elevate for your success. Think about it. Think about all these people that created all these businesses like McDonald's, Burger King, all these self-employed people. You didn't think they failed? You didn't think that they weren't afraid of being, but they kept pushing their stuff like content out there, like their clothing, their food, because because they knew, hey, I might fail at this, but this is something I want to do. And if I make a mistake or I fail at it, I'll go back to the drawing board and try to tweak it to where it makes me successful. That's the way I look at it now. If someone else if you feel some way different, then I understand. But So never be afraid to fail. Stop making excuses because you're scared that you're going to fail at something. That will cause you to never be successful because you're so stuck on being scared of failing that you can't try anything new. And you never know that new thing that you may try out may change your life. It may change your life. So would you rather be stuck at what you are now? Ask yourself that, or would you want to elevate and make your future brighter and more successful? Okay. The third thing is you don't know what to expect. The fear of uncertainty means that you are worrying about the unknown future events or circumstances that could come your way. Uncertainty, excuse me, makes people feel uncomfortable because they don't have enough experience to give them confidence. Without experience and perspective, people often assume or come to a decision about an outcome that can negatively impact them. So to overcome the fear of uncertainty is to think of every obstacle that may come your way and have an action for it. So some people make excuses about things is because they are uncertain and worried about how it may affect their future or something may come up that could affect what they're trying to do or an obstacle come in the way of what they're trying to do. So they just make excuses and make an excuse why they don't want to do it. So so what we need to do is, we need to put an action plan together, or put it in our mind that I am doing this, but if someone comes against me or if something negative happen, that I'm able to push through it. I'm able to um I have my plan together to where I'll be able to bounce back if something happens. That's what you have to do, and that's what you have to say in your mind. You don't want to just sit there and not have an action plan. When you're trying to do something good, I'm telling you, the devil will use people to come against you. He will, and like they say, you have to have your mind ready. See, and if you don't have your mind ready, you'll act about a character. I'm telling you, because I have done it. I have done it. And I'm not ashamed to say that I have done it. And I know that the next time I am prepared and I'll be ready. I'll be ready. And I know to just walk away and not say anything. Because sometimes the devil uses people as a way to get next to you. Because they want to know, is she really being real about what she talking about, or is she just sitting up here talking? I'm just being real. Like, we have to have we have to stop making excuses because of uncertainty, and learn to have an action plan ready for when obstacles and circumstances come our way. You know what I'm saying? You think people won't try to stop you from being successful? You think people won't talk against you for a client? Think about it. You a beautician. You think somebody will say, girl, she don't know how to do hair. You think people won't do you like that? Yes, they will. So have your mind ready. Have your action plan ready. To know that no matter what, if someone comes against me, I am ready. If something happened to my business that it burns down or something like that, I have insurance and I'm ready. So make sure you have yourself ready. Okay. The fourth thing is comparing yourself to others. People are afraid of being compared to others, who they may think be more talented or better than themselves. We measure ourselves up to see if we can perform better or worse than others. Do not make do not make so you won't be compared to other people, because then you're not giving yourself a chance to be successful. So do not compare yourself to other people, because you're not giving yourself a chance to be successful. Who knows? Being compared to someone else, you may become out on top and be the better person. So stop. Don't. People make um um people make excuses because they compare themselves to other people. Some people be like, "Girl, I ain't gonna I'm not gonna open that business because you know what I'm saying. Western College, she got a nice business, and I probably ain't gonna be successful in her because my clothes don't look like her clothes. But guess what? Everything can be different. She gonna have her customers, and you gonna have your customers. And guess what? Y'all both making money. So don't compare yourself to other people. Just work on what you're trying to be successful at. Don't measure yourself up to other people. Do not do that. Yes, sometimes you do measure up and you're doing better than the next person. But what if you're not? It doesn't do good for your self-esteem. It doesn't. It does not do good for your self-esteem when you measure up to someone and you're not doing as well as that next person. It does do something to your self-confidence. So you have to know that you have to learn, and you have to know not to compare yourself to other people. You got to go ahead and be what you want to be about, and don't worry about the rest. If someone's more successful than you, wish them well. Wish them well, and let them know, hey, even though we got a little slight competition, I'm happy for you. I want you to be successful. Celebrate them. Celebrate them. Don't be looking down on them or feeling jealous because they may be more successful than you. You will get where you need to be. You will get where you need to be. It just takes time. Some people have success faster than others, but at the end of the day, I look at it like this. At the end of the day, if I want quality products, some people products may not be good as the next person product. So when you compare, okay, they rushed through theirs, but you took your time with yours. You never know, their customer might want yours because it's more neater, and you took your time in doing it. So never think that you know what I'm saying, that your stuff is not as good or even better than someone else's. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Um, cut that down. Cut it down. So the fifth thing is no motivation. No motivation. Okay, guys. So with no motivation, let's be strong. Let's be stronger than our excuses, guys. Without having motivation, um, you can come up with all the excuses in the world to stay complacent. So, uh, when you have no motivation, motivate yourself. Motivate yourself to get up and go out there and do what you need to do to make yourself successful. Motivate yourself. That's the reason why people make excuses, because they ain't motivated. They want the success, but they don't want to go after it. So in order to be successful, you got to motivate yourself to get up and do what you got to do. You think that every day I want to put out a premiere Monday through Friday and get up at 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays and Sundays to um, put out a live, but I want to get my message out and I want to be successful at this thing. So, hey, I get up, and if I lose a little hour or two of sleep, that's okay. I get it back. I will get it back. Yes, I will. But motivate yourself, guys. Don't be sitting at the house laying around when you know you need to be doing something that can help you. See, that's our problem. We want it to be successful, but we don't know how to get up and get it. You got to get up and get it. And I mean, if you want it, if you want a college degree, you gotta go to school and do what you gotta do. Get your grades, have good grades, and you will be a college graduate. If you want to be have a successful business, okay, you gotta go out there and get your brand out there, get your products out there. Ain't nobody's gonna hand you anything in life. I tell you, ain't nothing this life giving, baby. You gonna have to work for everything you have. It's unless you already just rich like that. But if you ain't rich and you really don't have no money like that, let me tell you, like you say for instance, you already was born into wealth. Yes, your path will be easier. But if you know you were born poor or you was born you know the struggle was real. Um So, we have to like have that motivation that no matter what, we gonna be successful. I'm telling you, nobody's gonna give you anything. I'm telling you now, you have to motivate yourself and tell yourself to get out there and get it because you know this is the most. I promise you guys. Usually, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Usually, guys, I'm not a really like back in the time. I really wasn't a motivated person. I'd start something and don't finish it. But you don't want to be that person that starts something and never finish something. So I say, you know what? No matter what, if I'm on YouTube or not, I'm gonna motivate myself to, you know, if I want to be successful at YouTube, I know I'm gonna have to motivate myself to put out the mukbang videos. I'm gonna have to motivate myself to get up and go live and get up and do a premiere. I'm gonna have to motivate myself even when I don't want to do it because like some mornings I don't want to get up. Some weekends I don't want to get up. Some days I don't want to some days I don't want to do a premiere, but I do it and I motivate myself because I want to get my message out there. So guys, we're going to recap. Um, what we talked about today, guys, is not making excuses and complete your journey. Fear, don't be afraid to get out your comfort zone and do what you need to do to be successful. Two, scared of failure. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is all about learning. It's a learning experience. Three, don't know what to expect. Don't be fearful of the unknown. If you have never watched my Fear of the Unknown video, check that out as well. I think I'm going to put that as a card at the end of my video so you guys can check that out. Um, don't compare. The fourth thing is don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people because sometimes you may not measure up, and then that doesn't do good for your self-esteem or your self-confidence. So don't compare yourself to other people. Just focus on being successful. And fifth is no motivation. So the reason why we make excuses because we don't motivate ourselves to get out there and do what we need to do to be successful. So have some motivation. Get up every morning and look good and do the best you can. Now I'm not gonna lie, every morning, I, you know. I wear a ponytail to work, but I make sure here, um, so as I was saying, I'm sorry. So I don't lost my train of thought. Sorry. But motivate yourself. Motivate yourself to do whatever you want to do. Motivate yourself and get yourself right and get yourself out there. Um I lost my train of thought, guys, so I'm so sorry. Whatever I was saying, I'm so sorry. So, guys, I do have a couple announcements. Um, I am currently reading a book. It is by Tracy Allen. This is one of the Joseph McRae sister. She has came out with two books. And the first book is Don't Let God Smell Your Panties. Now I know y'all saying like, what? Don't let God smell your panties. But I am currently reading this book, guys, and I truly can tell you that I am enjoying it. It's not what you think. It is not, it's nothing like what you think, but it is a page turner. You would and you can relate to it. I'm telling you, if you a woman definitely need to read it. No matter what, it don't matter what color you are, none of that. It don't matter. You'll be able to relate to it. If you have ever went through something in life and dealing with marriage or dealing with being in a relationship and stuff like that, that is a great book, guys. That is a great. If you're a single mother and you're trying to understand your daughter, read that book. You'll see what's on a little teenager mind. It's a great book. I enjoy it, and I want to discuss this book. It doesn't cost much, guys. It's like it's not even $7. So, and it's on Amazon. So, guys, if you have not got that book, because I really want to do like I'm in the future, I am going to read both of her books. I'm on her first book, then I'm gonna go to her second book. But sometime this month, I want to do a review of the book and have an open discussion before I interview her, and do like a book, like a book club, and we get on here with my little book club and we talk about the book. And then after we have read for 2 months, we're gonna do it for June or July, and then in end of July or August, I'm going to interview Tracy, and I'm going to ask her questions about the book, and question that you have and that I have, and things like that about the book, if she'll agree to do the interview with me. But guys, you got to purchase this book. It is called Don't Let God Smell Your Panties. You're gonna like it. You gonna like it. So if you want to be a part of the book club, if you want to help discuss this book, and when I do the interview, help me with the questions on the interview, let me know. Inbox me on Instagram, MJ&J Family Mukbangs, or you can email me at mjjfamily2020@gmail.com. If you need me to contact me, that'll be a great way of contacting me as well. Um, guys. Um, I want to let you know that I appreciate you so much for coming to this premiere. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button, please. And if you want to bless this channel, you can always cash at me at dollar symbol. I'm so sorry. I'm a little tired today. Lord, I'm tired. Um, $ J&J Mom 18. Um, as well, guys, before I let you go, y'all know I always leave you with a daily quote now. Um, so um, the quote that I have today is business. This is regardless of what company you work for, never forget the most important product you're selling is yourself. So stop making excuses. You selling yourself. Okay, guys. So I am done. We're gonna keep the positivity moving. We're gonna go on to It's Me Wanston, yes, honey, and shout out to my TBT squad, guys. Shout out to the TBT squad, guys. I will be coming out with a mukbang today. So shout out to the TBT squad. That's It's Me Wanston, yes, honey. Let's talk about it, Anita, the McRae Kingz, and yo, it's your boy Leo. If you have not connected to the to our TBT squad, connect to us. As well, if you have not connected to my feature channel for the month, Tuber Chat. Tuber Chat will always be featured. It's a great way of connecting people, and um the real Shae Love is my featured channel for the month. So guys, we're going to keep the positivity pushing. Thank you guys for being patient with me, and thank you guys for coming onto this stream. We're going to go to It's Me Wanston, Yes Hunni channel, and we're going to see what the positive things that he has to talk about today. Y'all have a happy Tuesday, and I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Have a good one.